Hey, my name is Iran, and this training video is going to take you step by step on my $11,000 launch with Systeme.io, where I launched a low ticket membership in 7 days. So, in this training, I'm going to show you how Systeme.io features were used from pre launch, open cart, and fulfillment. I'm going to show you the entire funnel, including the conversion numbers. And I'm going to show you the entire promotional roadmap from email marketing, live webinars, and social media posts. Now, this training was actually done in the Facebook group of Systeme.io, and you could see to the right the email that was sent to the Systeme.io email list by the CEO of System, where he invited people to join this training. And while you can find this training in the Facebook group, that particular training is definitely a lot longer because I answer different people's questions throughout and so on. Whereas what you're seeing right now is strictly a recording of my slides, so I can condense the content into a much shorter training video. If you want to see the complete training with everybody's FAQs, you can go to the Systeme.io Facebook group and see it there. Otherwise, if you're on this page, let's stick to watching this training video, and I'm going to take you through everything step by step. So who is this for? So number one, if you are a Systeme.io customer who wants inspiration for how to better use this amazing platform. Number two, if you are a customer of other platforms but are looking to potentially make a switch to System. Or number three, if you are an aspiring or an existing online business owner wanting to launch. Now, what brought about this training? So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the actual numbers of my recent $11,000 in 1 week launch. Now, I'm going to take you through in much greater detail very soon, but you can see that overall I had, as you can see on the numbers on the screen, $11,000, $119 per customer, average cart value. There was over 100 paying members, customers that paid, and you could see the different numbers of what people took in terms of the different upsells and so on, which I'll explain what the upsells were and all of that as we progress. Now, the founder and CEO of System, Aurelian Amakar, said he personally told me that his results would not have been possible if it wasn't for System, it wasn't a Systeme.io customer, and that is 100% true. And I'm going to take you through the whole process as well. And by the end of this training, you'll see exactly why this launch would not have been possible without Systeme.io. So here's a list of just the features to give you inspiration of how many features out of Systeme.io I've actually used as part of this launch. Courses, blog posts, newsletters, funnels, squeeze pages, thank you pages, order forms, upsells, confirmation page, tags, workflows, custom domains, payment integrations, and also some unique features like master blocks, my saved blocks, and also different automations like sending an email to a specific person once a purchase is made, or different automation rules when somebody cancels, things along these lines. Very, very granular type automations that were possible because of this amazing platform. Now, this training is not going to dive into exact how-to because I already have a YouTube channel with a lot of tutorials that you're welcome to check out. So we're not going to go granular on every single little feature. I'm more going to show you for inspiration purposes on how the pieces of the puzzle fit together. So let's dive into the entire promotional roadmap from email marketing, live webinars, and social media posts. The launch period was from the 19th of January 2023 to the 22nd of February 2023, which is approximately 33 days. Now, the pre-launch phase was from 19 January to the 4th of February, and this was mostly emailed to my existing list. From the 4th of February to the 15th of February, I built up a waitlist. This is a pre-launch phase, and the waitlist was open in Facebook through a Facebook post, and I'll explain to you the strategy shortly, and you'll see how powerful that is, and I guarantee you'll be able to use this strategy. It's really, really powerful. And the third phase was the open cart, where I am officially accepting orders, people can actually join, and this was for a period of 7 days. And I opened that open cart by, number one, emailing my waitlist, and number two, opening up the cart and announcing it on a live webinar on YouTube. So this is what the promotional calendar looks like. So you can see the 19th of January, I sent the first email, which is the pre-launch, then a second email the next day. And then what I did was I turned these emails, because these were very high quality emails, and I took these emails, I turned them into individual blog posts. And these blog posts were used in Systeme.io and posted on my Systeme.io website. Then I did another email, turned into a blog post, another email, and so on. Now we are in February, again, another email, blog post. And now here on the 4th of February, I opened the waitlist by sending an email and inviting them to check out a post I did on Facebook. Very, very important. Then I continued to engage on my emails, and you can see how it kind of progresses in terms of the timing. So emails and open cart was here, and then I did a lot of YouTube primarily after I opened cart. Now by the numbers I wanted to show you. So I did 6 YouTube lives or YouTube video posts relating to the launch. I did 10 emails pre-launch. I did, during the open cart, I sent 10 emails. And I also did additional 10 emails, which were a bit of a mixed bag. Some of them were to my existing members, inviting them to be affiliates or to just help me promote. Or there's a really cool feature in Systeme.io where if you don't get somebody to open your emails after 24 hours or 48 hours, you can actually resend that same email. So there was a bunch of resends. So that therefore, when people didn't open my email, if it was an important email, I got it resent. And in total, there are 39 Facebook posts as well during the launch. However, a lot of these aren't really something that is high value necessarily, because some of them are like just a post that says, hey, the live is starting in an hour, or the cart is closing in an hour, or something like that. So they were very short and so on. Whereas these were way more high quality intentional content. There was one Facebook post which was very intentional, very high quality, and I'll show it to you in a second why it's important. Now, percentage-wise, you can see by the numbers, so 13% pre-launch, post-launch, 13% generic resends, members, miscellaneous emails, 13% pre-launch, 8% YouTube, and 50% Facebook. Now, to give you a bit of an idea on my audience before the launch, I had over 2,000 YouTube subscribers. I had over 4,000 on my email list. I had over 800 in my Facebook group. I had over 2,300 of Facebook friends/connections. And on my personal profile, I had over 3,900 followers. Now, the different features that were used to promote as part of the promotional activities were email newsletters, blogs, and I had a replay page. And my general strategy for promotion was emailing my list high value content. I then recorded a video reading out that email, which acted like a mini training. I then turned that video and the content from the email into high value blog posts and shared those. I posted on my Facebook profile and Facebook group. I multi-streamed my webinars and live videos to YouTube and Facebook. And I did a lot of follow-up with past contacts on Messenger. Now here is the strategy to building a waitlist. So after I sent a bunch of emails, building excitement with my own audience, I then sent an email to my list and said the following. Hey there, first name, whatever the person name is. Short email today. Just made an important announcement on Facebook and wanted to make sure you see it. Click here. I don't want you to miss it. This is a great email because it gives you mystery. Like, what is he talking about? What is the important announcement? You know what I mean? And therefore, it really helped the click-through rate. When they click on this, it then goes to the Facebook post. And the Facebook post was the actual announcement. Like, okay, the membership is happening. You can now join the waitlist and so on. You can pause this video also and actually read what I wrote as well if you're interested. And note the most important piece, which is I told them, if you want to join the waitlist, comment the word waitlist. And realize I sent this post to thousands of people who are already engaged and interested. This resulted in an avalanche of people commenting on my post. And you can see that as soon as people started seeing it, they just started commenting, waitlist, 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 waitlist. And that enabled me to send them the link on Messenger. So then, number one, they get it there and it continues to boost the comments for the Facebook algorithm. But on top of that, the other benefit wasn't just that. The other benefit was that later I was able to go back to each one of these individual people and follow up on Messenger to make sure they did take advantage once I opened the door and opened the cart for people to join. Now, the webinar that I did, I mean, it's important to have some sort of a theme. And the theme that I chose, I called my webinar a churnless membership. In case you don't know, a churn rate is a measure or the number of customers or employees who leave during a given period. So if you subscribe to Netflix for, let's say, 6 months and then you cancel, you churn. You are a churn in terms of from Netflix perspective. So when somebody cancels a membership, that's a churn or a churn rate basically. So I wanted to call the theme of my membership, because I'm launching a membership, was churnless membership. That was the theme. Now, the offers wasn't just a membership. I had an entire funnel, which I'll take you through the steps in a moment, but it was a low ticket membership. And then I had an order bump, which was a one-time payment. Then I had another upsell. 020 stands for one-time offer. So 0201, one-time offer number one, was a one-time payment. And I had another upsell, which is 0202, which was another membership, which is a tech support membership. And that was a subscription as well. So subscription, one-time payment, one-time payment. Now, the actual front-end initial offer, the initial membership, was a $77 per year founding member launch. And it was a templates and coaching membership. And you could see what the offer was. Canva templates, checklists, systeme.io templates, email swipes, project management workflows, and so on. Now, how systeme.io features were used from pre-launch, open cart, and fulfillment. That's what we're going to talk about next. We're going to dive into the actual funnel. So this is the funnel. You can see on the right the actual steps. Waitlist, thank you page, replay page, open cart, upsell 1, upsell 2, confirmation page, and a waitlist. You can ignore that. Okay. Now, the pre-launch was a sales page with a waitlist opt-in, which is this right here. Then I had a thank you page after the waitlist opt-in, which had shareable buttons, which basically told people, hey, come and share this with other people as well. Then I had an open cart sales page, and this is important. Instead of doing a sales page and they click a button and it goes to an open cart, I did an order form, which was the sales page. So basically the sales page and the place to put their name and email, their credit card details, was all on the same page, basically. I made it really, really simple. It's a low ticket offer, and I just thought it's a much better way to do it that way. Less clicks, and yeah, that's just a strategy that I chose. Upsell number 1 was a one-on-one session with me for $99. Upsell number 2 was a 7-day free trial to my tech support membership, which is basically 7 days for free, and then they get charged $55 a month after that, instead of the public price of $99 a month. And then I had a confirmation page after the entire funnel is over, with people able to share the original waitlist, basically. Okay? And then, of course, I had a final waitlist after the cart closed, which was automatically redirected as well. Now, here is what the initial waitlist page looks like. And this is just a screenshot, obviously. This obviously scrolls further down. And I used the different features from systeme.io. I used the countdown timer to redirect to the open cart sales page at the exact time that the open cart happened. So this was fully automated. I had a section visible on scroll. So this section with the countdown timer for them to join the waitlist was visible no matter, like if they scroll, they could always see it. I had a pop-up. So basically once they click on this button, join the waitlist, this pops up and people could join. And on the back end, I had people tagged, and it triggers a workflow once they join the waitlist. Now, let me show you the back-end workflow once they join the waitlist. So I use a number of features. I use tags, workflow, 2 different workflows. And then the workflow was really unique because Once they subscribe to the waitlist, if they are tagged with this already, i.e. if they're already on my email list tagged with this particular tag, don't worry about what this means. It just means that they are already an existing member in my tech support membership. So if they are, I basically removed the waitlist tag because I don't need them to be segmented as a waitlist because they're already an existing member. And I sent them an email saying, thank you so much, you're awesome. By the way, you're already a member, you don't need to pay, but I would love for you to share. So I basically turn them into ambassadors. Now, if they're not an existing member in my tech support membership, I send them a totally different email. First of all, I apply the tag that they are really on the waitlist. I gave them a tag for a free course, and I sent them an email thanking them for joining the waitlist and inviting them to share this as well. Now, this is the course that they all got access to as a bonus. And again, I used tag workflow. I also used the video hosting or embed code and a PDF resource as well. So this is a course inside Systeme.io. This is what a course area looks like. Obviously, this is a very short course of just one lesson, so it looks really, really skimpy, but it's a very high value course, and yeah, that's what it looks like. Now, the waitlist thank you page, which is now this page, you could see that I had a thank you video, but also I had buttons so they can click on any of these buttons in order to share it on WhatsApp, email it to a friend, email it to, send it to on Twitter, post it to their Facebook profile, and so on and so forth. Then we've got the order form. Now, the order form page was basically tagging the buyer. So once they pay, they get tagged as DCT.com Truths, TNC Templates and Coaching member. They get sent an email, and I remove the tag of the waitlist, which is really, really good because then when I open cart next time, I don't have people who bought labeled as somebody that is still on the waitlist because they're no longer on the waitlist. They actually have now, they've already purchased. So this is a really cool little feature. Now, also, I had different automations here. So after they make a payment, they get given access to the different resources. They get access to the membership, which, because it's a pre-sale, I gave a specific date where they get access on the 2nd of March, which was about 10 days later, give or take. Okay. And I gave them bonuses. And the bonuses were available for 30 days. Because it was a membership that's going to open in about 10 days after they pay, I wanted to give them some free courses in the meantime as bonuses, so they have something to keep them occupied. So this was all able to be automated with Systeme.io. I'll show you the bonuses now. So first of all, I did a fast action bonus. So this was a virtual assistants playlist, like how to hire and manage virtual assistant. That was people who joined in the first 24 hours. And then I also gave 30-day unlimited access to my Facebook organic mini course. And again, the system features that I used was courses, resources, and access limit. Another bonus was the landing page in a day course, which again was for 30 days. And I used again the features of courses, resources, and access limit. And then we move on to the order bump, which was also part of the order page. Now, we used the order bump feature, tag, workflow, send email to a specific person and the courses. And this is what the order bump looked like. And I was able to obviously customize all of that. Now, straight numbers, just to give you an idea. If you don't have an order bump, this is a major point that you need to definitely have an order bump, because what happened is out of the 100 people that actually bought the membership, 15 of them, which is 15% conversion rate, actually bought this order bump of $97. Now, if I had 15 people pay $97, do the math, that's an extra $1,455 in revenue. If I didn't have the order bump, I would have missed out on this revenue. That's why it's really important. Now, the order bump was automated on the back end through giving access to this course, landing page challenge done for you. They got tagged correctly. The pricing plan was set up. And I had a tag set up. So once the tag gets added, which is right here, They get enrolled in the course, and he sends an email to my virtual assistant to let them know, hey, please follow up with this person and do the onboarding call, because this is an actual service. They get an onboarding call and so on. So my VA got notified and they were able to follow up. Now we move to the next page, which was the upsell 0201, which is 020, one-time offer number 1, which is this one. Now, on this particular funnel, again, once they purchase, a tag was added, $99 session buyer. The pricing was set up, and I had a workflow automated where when the tag is added, send them an email saying $99 session, let's book it. And then this email was sent to them, and I had a Calendly link so they could actually book a time. Now, out of the 100 people that bought, I had 20 people, bought the membership. I had 20 people that took the upsell, which multiplied that by $99. That's an extra $1,980 of revenue because I had that particular upsell. Features that I used was the upsell feature, resources, tags, and workflows. The next upsell was 7-day trial for my tech support membership, and then they get billed $55 a month 7 days later. Now, on the back end, they got tagged. They got given access to all the courses I have available as part of the membership. And out of the 20 people that said yes to the free trial, 20 people, which is 100% conversion from free trial to paid customer, actually paid. This means that if you do the math, $55 a month, every single month, I added an extra $1,100 in monthly recurring revenue from this one upsell. The features that I used was upsell, resources, tags, and workflows. And this is the one that we're at right now, right here. Now, the different backend automation rules is a little bit more complicated at my end, so don't worry about this too much. This is just a little bit more complicated because of the way that my business was set up, because I actually was using Kajabi before using Systeme.io, so I migrated a bunch of people, so therefore I had to create some additional workflows. That's just complications that had to be necessary because I started my membership with Kajabi. Whereas if I was using Systeme from the very beginning, this would have been a lot simpler. But still, Systeme.io automations made it possible for me to automate a lot of things, so that's still good. Now let me explain the workflow that I have here. The first step is basically a few things. So this is important because there's two different automation rules. You see, number one is a sale canceled. So when somebody cancels, I have a tag that gets added, which is churn DCT. DCT stands for .com trips, which is the name of my brand. Now, an email gets sent to my virtual assistant to let them know that a member canceled, because my virtual assistant keeps a grid of everybody and they support people. Like my membership is actually service-based membership. So I know that if somebody ends up canceling the trial, then my VA doesn't continue to serve them and give them free service. I also send an automated email to the person that canceled the trial, letting them know, thank you for even trying it out. I really appreciate it. And then it removes a whole bunch of tags that got added when they actually paid. Now the second workflow is when a sale is made, and this is the tag that gets added, and they get a welcome email saying DCT member access to your courses. And then we're up to the last page on the funnel, which is the funnel confirmation page. And the goal of this page is to tell the customer what to do next and turn them into ambassadors, affiliates, to share this launch with their business besties and social media. So you can see this little thank you message, a bunch of buttons so they can continue and share what I just created and this particular funnel, so I can get more leads into the funnel. Now we're going to talk about fulfillment. Now before we go there, I want to explain, like, why Systeme.io? Why not something else? You heard me mention Kajabi. Now, as a Kajabi customer myself, okay, and somebody who has actually earned over $180,000 with Kajabi, I did a very detailed tutorial or video explainer as to why I chose to move away from Kajabi to Systeme.io. And this particular video, I'm not gonna, this is actually quite a long video, so I'm not gonna get into it right now, but you can check it out separately. But I'm gonna show you the one feature that really makes a difference as to why it chose systeme.io over Kajabi. And this is shareable blocks. So here's what I mean. When you create something in system, for example, you can see here I created a bunch of content, and this is inside a content box. Okay. Now what I can do is I can click on this floppy disk button and I can click on save block. When I do that, it gets added to here, which is the blocks section. Once I do, I can click on this button right here, and then I can actually copy this link and share it with somebody. And when I do, it will automatically appear in someone else's systeme.io account. Now what's powerful about that is I can do that with any section, row, or element. So I could do it on an individual button, or I could do it on an entire section, or I could do it on a paragraph, and it's really powerful because of that particular feature. There is also another aspect of master blocks, and every time I release a new course, I update the master block and it updates across multiple pages that this is posted at. What I mean by that is you can see here a bunch of courses that I've created, and these are all hosted on systeme.io. You can see the ones that are done, you can see the ones that are due to be completed. And here's the thing, I have this information available, number one, on my sales page for my tech support membership. I have it available on one of my upsell pages. I have it available on another waitlist page for my online courses. So I have it available in different places. Now, once I complete a course and publish a course, I need to move it from waitlist to done and published. But if I do that, I have to go and find that in multiple pages if I was using a different software. But because I'm using System, I don't have to do that. I update it here, and it automatically updates in multiple pages because this is created as a master block. Again, I have a full tutorial on what master block is on my YouTube channel, but this is just an example of how powerful it is. And this is give you a little bit of inspiration about how you can use the features. And this brings me to the final point, which obviously my launch was a templates and coaching membership. Now, one piece of my templates and coaching, I mean, it wasn't just systeme.io. There was also email swipes, Canva templates, checklists for my virtual assistants, digital guides, and so on. But there was one key element, which is systeme.io templates as part of my membership. And that's obviously something that, you know, because systeme.io features of the shareable blocks and so on, enabled me to add this feature, which is an extremely powerful feature where everything that I've created can be shared with my members. Now, this entire funnel that I just showed you from A to Z, the whole thing was built from start to finish using the startup plan, $27 a month or $197 a year. If you are on this plan, you are able to build everything I've just shown you. Now, I am personally on the highest plan, so obviously, like, I have many more funnels beyond what I just showed you, but what I showed you can be done on this low plan. And if you crunch the numbers, $11,000 a month, in 7 days, versus, you know, how much this costs, this is 60x the revenue of the cost of the software. So really good ROI. Now, just to give you an idea, we're talking about a comparison like why Kajabi versus System, whatever. Now, this is not a bash against Kajabi either. I'm a Kajabi customer, okay, but it's not really a point of bashing them. However, the reality is, by straight numbers, if you were to, for example, get all my products and services, which is my tech support membership, all my courses, my templates and coaching membership, my landing page challenge, my one-on-one session with me, and the systeme.io cost on the highest plan, not even the lowest plan, but the highest plan, okay? If you combine them all, it is $1,700. Whereas Kajabi, just the software alone, is $1,908 for the annual plan, okay? So this is just to give you a comparison on how much more value for money you can get when you are choosing systeme.io. You just have the extra money to spend on other things, you know, whether it's working with me, working with someone else, you know, if you have some other coach or whatever, you know, you're just getting better value for money when you go with System. Now, in case you're wondering which plan should you be on, look, the majority of people that I work with are using the startup annual plan, which is plenty for most people that I know. So in case you had that question, I wanted to give you that clarification. Now let's do a little recap on the funnel numbers. Now this is also a feature in Systeme.io where as part of the funnel, you can actually look here at the stats. And you can see the waitlist page had 661 page visitors. Out of those, 101 actually opted in, which is 15% conversion. Could be higher, but that's how much it was. On the waitlist page, I had the thank you page, I had 117 people that actually arrived there. And then I had on the replay page, I had 88 people show up to the replay. On the open cart, which is the sales page, I had 462 people visit. Out of those, I had not 115 who bought. I had 115 purchases because some of them are order bumps, but I had 100 people that actually bought the membership, which is 25% conversion rate. Now, this is how much revenue between the order form and the order bump. So 100 people bought the membership, 15 people bought the order bump. Out of the 100 people, 20 people bought the first upsell, $99, and this is how much revenue was generated. Out of that, I had 20 people that bought the tech support membership. Ignore the fact that it says 19. I had another person that paid in a different fashion, okay? So 20 people bought that as well, and this is how much revenue was generated. Overall, the conversion rate was somewhere between 22 to 25% on the entire funnel. And average cart value, i.e. how much per customer, the average was at $119. Now, in terms of frequently asked questions, since this is a recording, I don't really have the option to answer questions live. Again, this was actually done in a Facebook group where we did a whole bunch of FAQs. But, you know, I am definitely available. If you had questions from this particular presentation, I welcome any questions you may have. I really appreciate you watching this particular training. Hope you got value from this and some inspiration. You can always find me on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. This is my handle at Aran Bukai, or just Google my name. And if you had any questions on this particular presentation, I welcome any questions you have. I definitely invite you, if you're watching this video, to create a free account with Systeme.io. There should be some button below or form below or above this video where you can actually do so, and definitely give it a try and sign up for Systeme.io for a trial and enjoy. It's a great platform. There is always a learning curve, but the power of this software is incredible. I've used a lot of tools, and this is by far my favorite tool, and I'm a proud customer and affiliate of Systeme.io. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it, and I welcome any feedback you have for me on this presentation.